I am super excited to be joined by my old macker, Bryan Habana, and all of the HSBC Dream Team from the Women's Series this year.
And Nolly, what an absolutely brilliant series it was. 5 scintillating tournaments across the globe, starting in Glendale and unfortunately prematurely ending in Sydney, with the mighty Black Ferns crowned series champions.
There was some incredible rugby on show, and it was ridiculously hard for the panel to choose, but we have selected 7 of the best.
And we've invited these phenomenal women to chat all about their season, their success, and their place in the HSBC Dream Team of the series.
It is an absolute honour to be on the screen with, should I say 8 with Bryan? Okay, 8 rugby legends, 7 sevens legends.
Including yourself in that one. It's nice. So only 8, so not you.
I'm old and retired. But we are joined by all of the HSBC Dream Team from this season. We have Brittany Benn. We have Ghislaine Landry, Shani Williams, Chris Turty, Ruby Tui, who's just woken up, Stacey Fleur, and also Tyler Nathan Wong or Mr. King. Hello. How are you doing? We're going to start with you, Tyler, because you have basically turned up as your boyfriend for this call.
Yes, I have, because I don't trust my phone at all. It's been dying out of nowhere, so I'm borrowing his laptop and therefore his Zoom account.
Okay, so he has got some uses then.
Yes, he does.
not just a training partner during lockdown who you've been
yes, exactly.
You had a phenomenal season, 1,000 points. Yeah, it's been phenomenal to see all you women, gracing the field and showcasing your incredible talents. But I think obviously for the New Zealand rugby fraternity, the men's and the women's, I think Tyler, you played an incredibly important role in that. Excited to be a part of this dream team, excited to have played your part in being absolutely dominant throughout the course of the season.
I'm so excited to be in this dream team. Like, look at the caliber of rugby players that we have in this chat right now. And 1,000 points was pretty amazing. I'm just trying to catch up to Ghislaine, actually. She's still a way ahead, though. But no, it was an incredible season, although, cut short. I think just to be out there playing rugby, traveling the world with some incredible teammates, playing against some quality opposition, you can't ask for anything better, really.
Has Nolly... She just disappeared. She's disappeared. Okay, I'm in charge. I love this. I'm going to go over to Shani. I'm not quite sure how much time Shani's got of that. She has got an F45 training top on. She's actually in the middle of a class. She's handed over the reins to probably a lesser mortal because she is phenomenal. Shani, we know that there was a lot going on for the women this year. I think an extremely pioneering one, unfortunately curtailed because of the pandemic, but one where the women actually got to be on the main stage with the men. For you as a co-captain of the Aussie women's team, is that something you really thrived on, being able to embrace the big stadiums like Cape Town, like in Sydney, and get the same aura and feel that the men's have been getting over the course of the last couple of years?
Yeah, obviously it was amazing. Would have been obviously nicer to be a bit longer, but we just know that playing alongside the men, we get so much more out of it, and having a crowd there is what we aspire for. And it makes us feel like we're there for the right reasons as well. We keep talking about men and women and this and that, but at the end of the day, we're all rugby players and we should all be treated equally. So being alongside the men is something we really look forward to this year, and having the crowd bigger and bums in seats and really showcasing what Rugby Sevens is about.
Yeah, 100%. It was absolutely brilliant watching it all. Don't worry, Danielle, we're fine. Yeah, you can actually leave if you actually not need. Yeah, you're not needed. You're not needed. I've got this under wraps. All good, no worries. Ghislaine, I'm going to come over to you because we know that Ruby has just woken up. I'm absolutely perplexed to actually see you outside of your bed. I've just been seeing social media images of you in your bed. It's absolutely brilliant to see you in an office. You've been one of those women that really has shown that rugby is for everyone. You have overcome so many odds. having seen the culmination of the season, and we all know that Tokyo 2020 had unfortunately been postponed, but Canada just sort of took a step up this year. And I think for you as a leader within the team, we know how physical Brittany and the forwards were, but is this something that is a progression over time as you come together in a way in which, you know, everything sort of culminated, or is there still quite a bit more for that Canadian women's team to go?
I mean, I hope there's still more for us to go. There's still quite a bit that we'd like to accomplish. But yeah, I think for us, like, we're not a rugby nation. We're geographically really big. And so we're just always kind of trying to keep up. You know, a lot of these girls start playing rugby when they were really young. And for us, we didn't even know about rugby until we were in our late teens. So I'm always proud when there's Canadians involved in any of the recognition stuff. We've fought really hard to keep Canada up there. And we were having a really good season, obviously cut short. And, you know, that's pretty devastating for everything. But yeah, we're going to keep striving for more. I mean, that's the goal. That's why we're all here. And like the competition, I've been around since the beginning of the official World Series, and the level of competition is amazing. Every year it gets better and better, and to be here and be part of that is something that I'm really excited about.
Christy, I want to throw to you, buddy. You're actually in the middle of training, so thank you so much for joining. To be fair, it's probably nice to get a little bit of a break from having doing all of the running and crazy athletes that you train against day in, day out.
Yeah.
But how is it going for you, having had a break and now being back with the team?
I mean, it's amazing being back. It's been a little bit of a process because, you know, COVID is still such a big thing here. So, you know, our first 4 weeks we were training in small groups of 6, and like we could only train with those people. We could only see those people. So that was like a really weird experience where it's like your teammates are so close, but they're so far away still. But now we're in our second phase. We're moving into 2 groups of 10. So it's starting to feel a little bit more like rugby, and like we're building up a little bit. So it's just been so special to be back. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it was really hard training at home by myself all summer. So it's really nice just to be back and see everyone, and just the camaraderie is amazing.
Ruby, you always talk about your sisters and your family and your Kiwi side, but you have actually joined a 15s team, and I know having spoken to you, you said that moving into some 15s has been a good experience.
Yeah, sorry, all I can hear is Shani showing off that she's training right now.
Sorry, guys. Client coming in.
She owns F45. We get it. It's a really cool to be on this call, and congrats to everybody. It's nice to link up. We're usually, you know, pretending not to talk to each other at the dinner table each night at 7. So, yeah, it's cool actually. You know, COVID has been hit so many people so hard in so many different ways, and I guess here in NZ we really want to travel. It's pretty small here. Conversation gets boring pretty easy. There's not many of us, but yeah, one way we have tried to combat it is through 15s, and we've really tried to pick up the local derby over here, and it's oh geez, like, to be honest, I'm glad some of these girls don't play 7s because they're monsters out there, and it's heaps of fun. I think I've got Stacey in a couple of weeks. I got Tyler this weekend, so we're all smashing each other up too. It's a lot of fun. Should come have a jam though.
Ruby, I think just watching you sing the national anthem, one can definitely see how passionate you are, and it's literally the same since you've been putting that black jersey on for the first time. Throwing a little bit left field though, I really want to ask, looking at that passion, what is your go-to karaoke song? Because it's got to be an absolute ripper.
Well, yeah, Ty and Stacey probably can vouch. There's not a lot of songs I can't put my name to. I'll probably go, what's the best, Ty? Probably maybe a little bit of Usher, because then you can dance.
Oh, yeah.
Full show, eh, guys? Yeah.
Those dance moves come out. Whoa.
Can you give us 15 seconds? Surely you can give us 15 seconds. We're not going to ask for just 15 seconds.
I'm going to break this whole call up if I start singing right now.
Well, you got to show off, mate.
Come on, Ruby.
No.
Just do a sing. F45 owner, we get it now. In the team, we sing a lot of Te Reo songs, and it's like my favourite because it's like hard to learn. Tia Homaira, te vetu o te ata. Okay, that's enough. Otherwise, it's going to break up. Yeah.
No, it's not enough. I wanted to put my life on. It's not enough. It's not enough.
I think we should throw to someone that has been probably good enough to be selected twice for the Dream Team, because she's changed her name halfway through the year, because she was like, well, you know what, I'll do it as a worker, and then I'll just put it as a failure. No biggie. You started all your training, and I was like super inspired, being a country girl, doing all of your lockdown sessions on a farm. So talk to me through that. Have you taken that back to the girls, or is that in the past and that's back when lockdown was happening?
Well, we had to try and stay motivated somehow, didn't we? And I was a bit lonely out here, and I thought I'd put the whānau to use and build a home gym. So yeah, it was quite cool, Knowles. I really enjoyed lockdown, to be honest. Training by myself, we don't get to train by ourselves very often, but after maybe 4 weeks, it did start to tick over that I need my teammates now. But yeah, it was good just to still continue working. We never knew what the end goal was because everything was so uncertain, but you know, physical activity and training keeps us all happy, and that's essentially a part of being a rugby player. So yeah, very much so enjoyed it on the farm here.
Over to Brittany Ben, who I think that's maybe the first time this year that I've seen her without a plaster across her nose, just because of her physicality at the breakdown. Britt, this is back-to-back Dream Team inclusion for you. I know that you and like Jelaine and a lot of the Canadian women have worked extremely hard. Is it better the first time or second time around?
No, I think it, it's equally as surprising each time. Honestly, if there could be multiple dream teams, there's not just a top 7, a top 12. We could have a dream team tournament if we wanted to. There's tons of skilled players. So it was a surprise to me. Everyone works hard and everyone makes all those sacrifices. And the girls that are on call today, I'm sure they can attest to that. And it's not an individual honor or anything like that. It's the girls that push you continuously day in and day out. And for that, I'm forever grateful, especially being away from it for so long. And like the other girl said, like training on your own just isn't the same.
Moving over to Shani, because I know Shani might have to leave.
I've got to head off in a sec.
I was, extremely fortunate to be in Sydney earlier this year, where we saw the fires and the devastating effect it had on the communities, where your community in particular, was really affected. We saw the emotion, both on and off the field from yourself. Would you mind just sharing with everyone, how that couple of weeks leading up to Sydney and the actual tournament played out?
Just on the back of that, Batlow did suffer quite a lot, but it's the community and the people in rugby that really helped out. And I'm so grateful for everybody in terms of yourself that went and put the boots on auction and the jersey. And then the girls really rallied around as well. In Hamilton, they gave me some money to put towards some of the houses and things. So we've got a few houses built. So we got $20,000 and $1,000 each went to those houses. And over COVID, a lot of those houses had been cleared and people are back living in their houses. But there are still a lot of people that have gone through the winter where it has snowed and not having any housing. So that's still an ongoing process that we're looking at helping with. But you guys have definitely contributed to that. So thank you guys so much.
Right, see you guys later. All the best.
Love you guys. Miss you so much.
Bye.
I think we should do some highlights of the year, Bryan.
Yeah, I think that's an absolute great question. So I'm going to do a couple of quick fire questions. I'll sort of nominate 3 of you ladies. If you can sort of give me a quick one. I'm going to go favorite place to play, Brittany Ben.
Ooh, Cape Town.
Let's do it again. I'm sure South Africa, we're in level 1 lockdown. We can get it going. Christy, over to you. The best crowd that you get to experience on the 7th Circuit.
I'm going to go with Cape Town again. I think that was a pretty incredible experience.
Arsenal, I mean, even the hotels are great, Danielle. I mean, you got...
Honestly, girls, you'd think he'd got me this world-class hotel for no money at all, and that, it was brilliant, got treated like a queen when I was there. You'd think that he'd done that out of the goodness of his heart, but it's not. He seems to be wanting to do it to tell everybody. But
Taylor, best off the field moment for you for this past season?
I think that moment where everyone rallied together for Shani and the rest of the Aussie girls, I think that was a pretty special moment. Just shows how close the rugby community really is, and just how, you know, when someone's hurting or something's going on in someone's life outside of it all, we all come together to support each other. Even if we are, you know, rivals on the field, we're friends off it.
Over to Ghislaine. I want to
Actually,
say,
I've got one for Ghislaine, because you talked about friends, but Ghislaine, I'm going to put you on the spot. We have 3 world-class Kiwis on the call, but you can only pick one to come and train with you. Who would you want to come and pick?
To train with me?
Yeah, to train with you.
I mean, after last season, probably Stacey, because I'm just going to get her.
I thought you go Tyler.
You were best friends. Oh, just on that note, do you know who Jiz's biggest fan is? My husband. Always talks about Ghislaine. So there's the connection.
Okay, my wife loves your team. It hurts me.
So, Christy, we've got 2 very fit girls as the scrum halves with Tyler and Ghislaine. Who would you rather go against with a fitness session out of those 2?
I pick neither.
You have to, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm gonna go Tyler.
Okay. Any reasons?
Just, you know, love the competition.
Ah, nice. Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to go Tyler for you. Who would you rather do a breakdown session with, full contact, got to be practicing full smash in the breakdown, out of Brittany and Christy?
Holy heck. That's a tough one. Holy moly. Yeah, probably neither, because I get smashed. Oh man. Oh, let's go Brit, because yeah, she's pretty handy, and yeah, always comes across with a few cuts and stuff on her nose, so we'll go there. She's probably
You're willing to take that again?
Yeah, you know, exactly. Why not? Makes me better.
I'm usually the one that gets marked up, not you.
Ruby, is there anyone on the kind of series? I think what's amazing about having played against lots of you and also been on the series working with HSBC, the friendships and the real respect. But is there anyone on the series that you think, yeah, I'd like them to be my training partner?
I know you're probably thinking rugby, but I think I need to get Elia Green into kapahaka, because she's a good rapper. She always raps at the celebratory events. So, you know, if we were doing karaoke and I was doing the singing bit, and then maybe Ty and Stacey and Jiz do the dancing, like the break dancing, and then Elia could do the rapping. I think that if Shani was still here, she'd be able to attest to that.
Ghislaine, I'm interested because we kind of maybe go back a little bit more serious before we finish. With the series being cut short and then the Olympic postponement, you're one of the oldest stateswomen on the series. Is winning this award proof that you are still absolutely smashing it and you definitely shouldn't retire anytime soon?
That's kind that you say one of the oldest. I'm like definitely up there.
Daddy's gone now, so I can take them.
That's true. Yeah, like, you know, I had plans to start to move on and the body's starting to feel it. What was really nice though is after taking, like, for us, it was basically a 6-month break before we got back into team skills and like getting back out there. I was a bit nervous, like, do I still have it? Is it still there? And like first session back, I felt good. Like the body was moving well and I still had that inner kind of push to keep going. So it was definitely hard though. Like, you know, basically your entire life is now changed from what you thought it was going to be as of September. And like, it took me a couple months to really get out of that and shift my mindset. But being back with the team and training with everyone and knowing that, you know, now we're like 10 months away, which is less than 16 when it all got announced. Like, you know, time is starting to move and things are starting to pick up, and like, hopefully that everything will go ahead and like we can all show up and be ready. And it's a sign that you know, the world is hopefully in a better place. But yeah, I'm here and I'm gonna do my best to put our team in a good spot.
Well, I think Brittany's probably pleased. The others are maybe not so much. Tyler's like, stop scoring points, please. I'm chasing you.
One more.
Stacey, you were nodding away then. You've basically just been collecting awards. You've got DHL Impact, you've got winning the series, and now your dream team twice because your name changed. So, like, from your perspective, you always play with a smile, and you know it is really cool to see all of the stuff that you're doing off the field. But are you fully kind of focused and ready for the next challenge if and when it comes?
I'm all about embracing those challenges, Knowles. You know, I absolutely love what I do. Rugby honestly makes me so happy, whether it's sevens, whether it's 15s, whatever is ahead. I just love doing it. You know, the funniest thing though, people always ask me, what do you hate the most about rugby? I actually say running, and they're like confused. They're like, what, running? You have to run to play rugby? Like the fitness stuff, yeah, it's not my favourite. I'm not the fittest, time Rubes, but all good. I'll do my job. But just absolutely love playing rugby and getting out there on the pitch with the best teammates. Let's be honest, I won't be scoring those tries without my sisters by my side, doing all the hard yards in the middle. So very grateful to be a part of this unreal squad.
Ladies, that's absolutely brilliant. I think I've been extremely fortunate and privileged, you know, over the course of the last couple of years since trying to witness firsthand the phenomenal skill. And I long gone think of the days of the growth of the women's game. And, you know, you ladies that have made up this HSBC Dream Team for this last season are testament to the fact of how phenomenal the women's game actually is. And, you know, long may that journey continue. I'm extremely excited to see where the women's game get to, because I was sitting in San Francisco 2 years ago at that World Cup and looking at Portia Woodman and thinking, oh my word, she would sit me on my ass so badly at the end of my career. So thank you all so much for what you're doing for the game of rugby, for how you are inspiring young girls and boys across the globe. And may the next couple of weeks of pre-season, we're not quite sure how many weeks that might be, go extremely well. Congrats on a fantastic season, and hopefully you will continue pioneering and being as phenomenal an inspiration as you all are.
Yeah, and I completely second that. You girls are complete rock stars for someone that has played a long time ago in sevens, when it just really was just a couple of us chucking a ball about, having a laugh, to now seeing the levels that you produce tournament after tournament. It honestly is inspiring me, women, so many people, and most importantly, so many guys that just have no idea that women are complete rock stars, and you guys are flying that flag. So keep working hard. Pre-season's brutal. So just keep going, that's all I can say. And I really, really am looking forward to seeing you all grace the field at some time soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, ladies.
Thanks, guys.
Keep safe.
Thank
All the
you.
best.
And that is this season's HSBC World 7 Series Amazing Dream Team.